Hello, guys. Is it possible for us to understand that our spouses, grew up in a different environment and most likely got a different kind of orientation and upbringing? Is it possible for us to have mutual respect in our marriages so that our marriages can be what it's supposed to be? Okay, before I go ahead, let me read a message that someone sent to me a few days ago. Okay, the message reads, "The law, good evening. How do I deal with a husband that finds it very easy to disrespect me in front of just anyone? His friends, parents, siblings, just anybody, even my children and family members. I've begged him to stop and he's nonchalant about it. Now, I have decided to leave him for good. I want I want to leave because if I stay, I might harm him one of these days. He even sleeps outside some days, and when I talk about it, he will start shouting at me and even insulting me also. This man doesn't value me at all. I know that if they ask him to choose between me and his friends, he will choose them. That is how bad it is in our home. Please advise me on what to do. The insult is too much. Please forgive my typos. I am just in a hurry to share my worries. Thank you." Okay. This thing now, this message is a single message, but it has various arms, various issues under this. It doesn't just end with, just the insults. Okay, first of all, I'll ask, are you aware that if you disrespect your husband or your wife in front of people, that you have disrespected yourself? Are you aware that if you insult your husband or your wife publicly, that you have insulted yourself? Are you aware that there is a reason why it is written that two shall come together and become one? Are you aware that there's a reason why your wife or your husband is called your better half? So, if you insult your wife or insult your husband, you're insulting yourself. If you call your wife a useless woman, you're the husband to a useless woman. If you call your husband a hopeless man, you are the wife to a hopeless man. So it means your half part of you is hopeless or useless, as the case may be, and the other part is whatever you call it. So you're half useless and half whatever. So you should treat your wife the same way you treat yourself. And as a wife, you should also treat your husband the way you treat yourself. Then secondly, once it gets to the level of nursing the idea of harming a spouse, that marriage has broken down. At least for the meantime, if you don't want to get divorced, which ends the marriage finally, get separated. Stay on your own while your spouse stays on his or her own. And then, when things get better, when both of you get more mature, you can then come together and continue from where you stopped. Because honestly, people get married without understanding what marriage is really about. Thirdly, who is this man? Who is this woman you're married to? Who gave birth to him? Who trained him? It's possible that the insult that the man is dishing on the wife is as a result of what he learned from his parents. So he grew up seeing all those things as normal things that human beings do. Then, unfortunately, they did not get any reorientation. They did not get any re-education. They did not get to unlearn and relearn. So they just grew up with that kind of mindset, thinking that that is the normal thing. So before you get into that marriage, ask, who is your mother? Who is your father? People don't ask questions anymore. So they just jump into marriages and learn in the job, because that's what it is. You learn in the job. But if we get to ask questions and make background checks and searches, I think some of these things will be cured even before they started. Again, the man may be, or the woman may be acting based on peer pressure. Some people will say, is he a child? Let me tell you, who is your friend? There's a reason why it's written that, show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. So who is that man's friend? Who are his allies? Who are the people that he chit-chats with all the time? Who are they? Because if a man has good sets of friends or people that are reasonable, around him, there's no way their responsible lifestyle will not rub off on him. So who did you marry? Did you marry a man that is surrounded by highly irresponsible people? How then do you want to get a responsible man off that man? It's not possible. Okay, let me ask you. When that time the man was shouting and screaming and insulting in front of his friends, what were their response? Did they hail him? Did they just keep quiet? Or did they hush him and tell him that what he did or what he's doing is wrong? How do they manage their families? How do they treat their wives and their husbands? Who is that friend that your wife or your husband is keeping? Many marriages get destroyed by the advice and by the pressure spouses get from outside. Then finally, how did you behave? Or how did you, handle disputes when you were courting? Did you court this man? And if you did you see the signs that he'll be someone that will respect his spouse? But so many of us, jump into marriages thinking that the man will change. And when they get disappointed, they are stuck. If you're courting someone and the person insults you before his friend, you walk out on him or shun him or do it in such a way that he won't try it next time. But during courtship, you may have swallowed it, thinking that after during marriage, when we get married, I'm going to change him. Nobody gets to change anybody in marriage. People remain who they are even after marriage. Your wife is your better half. Your husband is your better half. So if you mistreat your better half, you have mistreated yourself. So please, can we just get our marriages working? Can we just understand that compromise is also part of the deal? Is it possible for us to understand that we are not in this alone and that the interest and the feelings of the other person should also count? Let us get this marriage working. Let us respect our spouses and let us enjoy the essence and the real thing that marriage has to offer. Thank you for watching and God bless you.